Oh, there we go. Here's Randy. Here is Randy. Oh.
How do you do that? How do you do that?
How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastical. This is the King's Pit, the Rimworld, the best colony you've seen. What an introduction. Okay, party people, let's get on speed 3. Let's get crazy progress. And this should be the episode that is going to be bang-a-langing. Now, we've just recruited Jess, which is a brilliant member. We've got loads of colonists. McDaniel, Ronald McDonald, McBurger, McChicken is going to leave, so's Chef and Dimer. But that's not what we're sort of hinging everything on. Crystal's going to be a cook that's actually going to be able to cook fine meals. I know, crazy idea. In 5 days. We're getting bionic parts on people. I feel like the heat wave is over, so I'll open these doors now. Oh, we do need some more Beddy Eddies. Saying that there'll be one of these free in a minute for Jess and whatnot. The food stocks are okay. They're fine. Obviously, we want to be on fine meals. We want to keep making statues and whatnot just to make our environment as beautiful as possible. So then when we click in people, we're seeing beautiful environment. Just seeing if anyone's got it at the moment. Like pretty environment +5. You know, we haven't got many negatives as a colony. Like nothing too crazy. So yeah, if we can get back to fine meals, which already we're starting to make it into the stockpile, which is brilliant, we're going to be onto a winner. We're always onto a winner, let's be honest.
I've heard you say that 162 times.
So we're unrestricted, the map is as, there's no current threat. Famous last words. Just having a look around the map in case there's something we forgot. Refugees leaving. Well, thank you very much. They were a good... Only Ronald McDonald is going? I don't know. Anyway, thank you. King's Pit never forgets. Quest completed. Cool, cool, cool. Now the colony, they were able to help us like just get back on our feet. We've got 3 people on growing and plant cutting full time, which is pretty much a necessity because of the sizes of our grow zones. But now look at this, we're actually flourishing. Exotic's good trader, nice, nice, nice. Is this the episode? Is this the episode, party people? Do you feel it? Do you feel... Dan, don't ruin it. I haven't really got any gold. Or any silver. Could sell some plasteel, but then like... I don't think it's worth it. So with that being said, with it being our episode, let's get to mining that. No, that's an epic fail of proportions.
You serious?
Right, let's mine that silver, let's mine that silver, and then wasn't there one more? There we go. That's 3 big chunks of silver. Now, the colony wealth is going to start to ramp up rapidly, so we do need to keep that in mind. Like, I don't think, like, these ship parts and all the components of steel, we're actually in a point in the colony we haven't actually used loads. I think it's because Game does like to chuck the old mech cluster at us, or mechanoid attack, and we've just been shredding them and we're getting the resources that way. So currently, not too shabby. The where we're struggling with is like blocks and stuff like that, so we might have to do some mining just to get some blocks, but we're pretty much achieving everything that we want this episode already, which is amazing. Did we get advanced lights? We got advanced lights, which basically reduces standard electric lamps, reduces their power consumption by half, which is huge, because then what we're going to do is get a few more lamps everywhere, just so not everyone's in total darkness, like everywhere they're walking, which I think is an improvement. Right, there we go. Just so then we're not getting massive negatives and whatnot. I feel like that's going to be awesome. Probably need some over here for when we're fighting. There we go. Right, there we go, there we go. Right, everything else is connected. Lamps everywhere. Cool, cool, cool. We're trying to make as much good progress as possible. The stockpile is actually getting cleaned. Lots of meat everywhere. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Bristol, health-wise. Bristol, health-wise, 4 days. Prosthetic arm. Could make some more shells, and I actually think we are going to, so let's up it to 15. Because the most important thing at the moment is just making sure. So what... And I think it's always the trouble here. We go into Tazastical's TED Talk. But always the trouble that I have is like, okay, we make the base nice, we do all this, but then we can't actually respond to the attacks that the game is giving us. So, at the same time, we need to make sure that the mortars are getting ramped up so we can, like, bomb someone into, like, the next dimension if they dare attack us. The King's Pit! Right, I got a bit too impassioned there. Just calm down.
Bruh.
Okay. Yeah, when Jess is, like, part of us. One of us. Just making sure everyone was part of our religion, which they are. Yeah, sandstone blocks we haven't really got. $500 silver. I don't really want to mine these because they're a really good defensive option, these cliffs. Now what I mean by that is if like we get breaches here, it gives us the opportunity to like catch them round corners and stuff, so I actually don't mind that happening. More structures are getting made, which is lovely. I just want to keep making as many statues as possible to just spread the love everywhere. So hopefully the more places that we go inside our base, the better the moods. Fine meals are getting down and moods are sky high. Grace is a little bit low and so is Von, so let's have a look what we can do there. Hot. So you're never going to be happy because you're a body purist, so you just have to look at yourself there. Rebuffed. I can't help you with your love life, so disturbed sleep is always going to happen. Sweaty. Hopefully that changes with all the Devil Strand stuff, but... Right, Nemi, assault rifle, trout, assault rifle. Yeah, Grace is getting miserable. Dark nuts. Where are you getting the dark nuts? Outside the base though, like, I can't really do much about that. No, why would I want to? There's a lot we want to do, like even the kill box and whatnot. I would like to expand it a little bit. Did we get all the silver? So we're mining it all. We do need to start mining some sandstone just to be able to get some sandstone blocks. Toxic fallout. This isn't good for us. This isn't good for us. There's slight things that we can do to help our existence though. So we can build a roof all the way around this bit, just to keep us a little bit safer as we're travelling there. There we go. Tiggity Boo's getting that sorted. Just so then at least when we're travelling around this bit, we're not getting toxic fallout. Probably should have done that a while ago, so then we don't even get like wet and windy and that sort of stuff. I would like to expand this section here because I want this section to basically be the same as here, 4 buildings like in a row. I don't quite know what this building's going to be. Yeah, we're going to have a watch out here because I think animals and stuff are going to end up dying. So straight away I'm going to keep everyone... Right, let's go area 1. I don't want people going too far away now. Because otherwise toxic build-up is just going to build up. You know, welcome to my TED Talk. So at least here it's like I can keep an eye on them a little bit better and they're not travelling too far away. Like, if there's something just on the outskirts, I don't mind you going out. But other than that, it's like, just stay in for the time being. So obviously the grow fields and whatnot are going to get impacted massively. So luckily the freeze is looking really good, but toxic fallout is pretty much the worst thing that could happen. So, yay! So we're going to have... Okay, so Tickety Boo and Laura. Tickety Boo, Laura, Pure Panic. Yeah, lady. So anyone that's getting above 10%, I'm going to start like calling them back. Because we can't really afford it. Not just. Right, there we go. I can update the Pure Panic to all this because this is outside. So when they're inside, the toxic fallout will go down. Problem is the growers and the plant cutters are going to get hit hard. It sort of just is what it is. We've just got to hope it's not a long one. Another silver ore has been dropped, which is really, really good for what we're trying to do at the moment, and that's basically stockpile coins. Outlander toxin problem. See, look, we'll deliver 505 toxic waste packs. Now, this isn't a terrible quest, but it's like getting rid of them. The game knows that's a pain. And the rewards here, I don't think are just worth justifying that risk reward. Which is a shame, because that would have been like an easy quest just to get done. Let's get on to research. So we've done the advanced light, so let's get back into the multi-analyzer while we've got all this downtime. It's 12%. It's going to be a case of just keep checking toxic build-up. because it can give you like cancer and all sorts of things like that. Or dementia. 23 hours. Crystal's actually with us, which is huge. We can take the moods. Like, moods are quite high. It's just obviously production. The problem that we would have is if a mech attack came now. And I think I've had that on the past with a past series. Like, the toxic build-up is like this, then all of a sudden, wham, bam, mech attack. And if you cower inside, you know, they're going to take half your base as they're sort of coming in to greet you. We're taking this series probably a little bit slower than I normally do, just because I've been so stressed out playing the other series on this difficulty, because I'm trying to like be more entertaining than not, beeline to stuff, and I'm not good enough. I know, shock horror. I'm not good enough to just beeline through stuff. So this series, and to be fair, a reason why I think this series has gone so well is not only luck. We do make our own luck. Like, we do sort of, I wouldn't say cheese the difficulty, but we use the difficulty to our benefit. We're aware what happens. We're aware, like, if we haven't had an attack for a while, you can pretty much judge that one's going to come at some point. Every day that goes past is more likely that an attack goes by. Do you know what I mean? And you can use that. So if you get like a mech cluster that you don't have to deal with, that's why I don't deal with it, because down the line that will help us. Now, it has bit us in the behind once or twice, but I like getting bit from behind. Wait, what?
Bruh.
I think the good thing is we got a lot of stockpile of food in before this happened. Or raw food, to be more specific. We can only just play our game. That's all we can do right now. And our game is staying alive. That's the problem with this difficulty. Like, we just got back on our feet and the difficulty has slapped us back down. Like, we're at the point where we've got pretty much a really, really, I think, good group of colonists. But now we're being stalled. So I think that's why it's important to make sure we're on top of research and using this time as best as possible. As I keep a good eye on everyone's toxic build-up. Shouldn't have to risk anything there. There's a lot of micromanaging, but I do believe it is for the best. Right, Crystal. Crystal is actually on her feet now, so then what that means is we can take Trout off cooking. And then we got Skizzers and Crystal both on cooking. That allows Trout to then make sure smithing and that sort of stuff gets done, which is very, very important. A lot of idle colonists, but it sort of is what it is. Look at the beauty. Some good boosts now. I'm hoping this toxic fallout goes sooner rather than later. Then what I'll do is when the toxic build up then gets low, and there we go, I knew it was going to happen. I called it, didn't I? Don't be a mortar. Don't be a mortar. Don't be a mortar. Like, please don't be a mortar. Please don't be a mortar. Oh, that's a big one. Defoliator. It's not terrible. Kills the grass, so it will hit our zone, but... Oh, I mean, when it rains, it pours. The thing is, we are going to hit a food problem soon. Especially with the amount of colonists that we have. 13 people. Oh, pause. Oh, this is...
That is blasphemous!
Okay. 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 Luckily, toxic fallout isn't too... much because we've been keeping people inside. I know they are backing off. Okay. Crystal, remind me, you're incapable of violence. Jess, you can shoot as well. We got the DPS to do it, it's fine. The toxic fallout going, it doesn't seem as green. Doesn't seem as green. Right, everyone can go under attack. It might still be there, but it just doesn't look like it's got as green, but normally the game does say. Crystal, if you make sure you wear a shield belt. Then I want to get a sign. Please don't just equip shield belts without me telling you to. How long have we had toxic fallout for? 3 days. Should we take out the mechs now? Shouldn't probably force our hands before we need to, but... Cargo pods, the game feels sorry for us. Oh, the game does feel sorry for us. Right, let's get this hold. Thank you very much, Randy. Randy taketh. Randy give us. So.
That I love. I absolutely love.
Pause. It's a chunky cluster. Right, this expands to every 7 days. Okay. I mean, we'll just like fire tons of mortars at to try and weaken a few. I'm going to put, just rejigging how the mortars sit, because I'm going to install some more. Like I said, I really want to be able to bombard stuff. The only downside is that the mortars are obviously quite vulnerable. Why is there just 500 silver just sitting in the pathway? There we go, rejig these. Oh, there we go. Here's Randy. Here is Randy. Oh.
How do you do that? How do you do that? What the hell is going on?
What do I say? These are big problems. These are big problems. What? Okay. Okay. The good thing about this, there's no melee. So the minute we get them into combat, we can slap them. The problem with these is they do that whole blast around them. So we need to focus fire on them immediately. Oh, this is... Travelers. It's not me! It's not me! It's the game! Oh, I wouldn't have given them 700 silver anyway. Yeah, get rid of them, thinking they can get 700 silver off me. Right. Clear all. No, don't fire there! I want to fire at these. Brilliant, what a waste. Okay. I'm like... Well, that was a good hit. Too many mortars to control. What's the matter? Doesn't the game like getting shelled? Really bad mortars. Just seeing if there's any more. They ain't coming for me! The fire's damage. Oh. Ugh. I think because their base is on fire. Is this us done? We have all this coming at us. I don't think we can fight here with these walls not being up. Problem with fighting here is they're going to be able to shoot us. Saying that, if we stand here, they shouldn't be able to shoot us actually. This is awkward as anything, but... I mean, survival is awkward, it's not meant to be, This is a lot of mechs. We can run if we need to. The problem here is going to be moods. Right, anyway, let's try and kill a few off. Luckily, we can actually get some good shots on them from where we are. Not too bad. Dan, if you stand... Can't, okay. Right, the melee people are going to be under severe pressure here. Are probably going to have to back out of this sooner rather than later. Like, when the centipedes come, we're probably going to have to back out to here. Grace. Okay, Von's under a little bit too much pressure there. I'm fine with them getting backed up like this. Do we move now? Got pikemen coming in. I mean, we've just got a lot of... Problem is, we can back up. We could back up our, like, range force to here. Problem is, they're all going to be, like... There's still one hit potentials on us with, you know, not having recon helmets. I think until we get, like, recon helmets, there's always going to be one-shot potential. This is probably the biggest attack I've... This is, like, end game levels of attack. Right, we need them to come through because we're not killing them quick enough. Let's push back a little bit because then it means if we do want to run, we can. Rhino's gonna move. Skizzers, can you come down to support, please? Right, there we go. Because we do need more to funnel through. We're going to have to move sooner rather than later. This is... We need to just take this a little bit careful. Nemi has got stun. Can we take out that? Quite, I don't know where you're going, but don't. Problem is, we are going to have to start backing and just, we're going to have to accept that parts of the base are going to get destroyed here. Like, this is the downside and probably hasn't happened yet where it's like, the downside of sitting back and just letting They are getting stunned. We have got a shield pack on Nemi and Laura, so we could hang here. The problem is like when the big hitters start moving through, it's just going to make this harder. We're still able to stun these all. We're getting good DPS. The melee people... The problem with letting them get stuck in is we know we want to retreat soon. Do you know what I mean? So if they get too stuck in, they're just going to go down and potentially die. We're playing a cat and mouse game of when to move. I don't really know. We've taken out a few, but... Do we move yet? Problem is, we are going to lose all of our wind turbines. But I suppose if... Do we really care? Probably not. Right, the worst of the toxic fallout is gone, which is handy. Problem is, our mortars are going to go down. I'm going to cancel that wall. And I wonder if the next defense has to be down the hallway. Because what is going to happen is we're going to run through here. Standing here, I think, is a no-no. If we stand here, they are literally going to stand here and be able to bombard us. There's not much we're going to be able to do about it. The shield packs and whatnot, I really want to hold off on using them until we come up against the caterpillars and these things. Although I'm pretty sure their laser beams go through it. If we go into this alleyway, we're in a bit of no man's land where it's like if we get swarmed, there's no real way to run. Here, they will start targeting the wind turbines and the group will split up. So I wonder if we stand down here, then we can just curl around the corners. We can make like one initial stand here. Use the shield packs and stuff, low shield packs. Go ham, do a lot of damage, and then start like camping them out on the corners. So I do like the design of this base. It does give us defensively a lot of avenues to run out, run here, run there. The better thing to probably do would be to like fight them here, run down here. But the problem is we do have a gaping hole that we didn't really fill. Giggity. Traders are coming in. Right. I think we have to move now, just because Nemi had to stun a couple. We're just taking this a little bit more careful. I'm not the best Rimworld player, and like I've been saying, I want to take this series careful. I want to get as many W's on this difficulty as possible. And I mean, like, I think I'm at 2 L's, 2 W's. Yeah, 2 L's, 2 W's. So, we need to sort of teach Randy a lesson. We need to teach him. No one defeats the King's Pit. Is this a cliffhanger? I'm cruel, I know. If you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. Are we going to get through this, party people? Only time will tell. Bye!